Now, Jack mentioned coming to an agreement with closer David Robertson. They also traded for starter Jeff Samardzija. He was acquired from the A's to try and get the ball to David Robertson. Offensively, Adam LaRoche hopes to replace the production of the retired Adam Dunn, while reliever Zach Duke should fortify the team's bullpen even further. So Rick Hahn, the GM, has been highly sought after at these winter meetings, and he talked to the media about everything, including the acquisition of Samardzija.
Jeff has been a target of ours for some time now, and we are absolutely thrilled to add him to the rotation. We think it puts us in a position to be very competitive in 15, which was obviously the focus of the deal, given the length of control remaining on Jeff's contract. That said, we're going to make every effort in the coming weeks or months to try to make this a long-term relationship. Look forward to Jeff getting to know us and know what we're about, and understanding how he fits and how he can fit for the foreseeable future. So obviously this is a trade on paper that is geared towards improving us for 2015, but at the same time we're hopeful we're able to extend that period beyond that.
With the cachet of players that you traded, there is a relative gamble going forward that you've traded some good ball players for the future.
We traded some real good ball players, but there was, all four of those guys were not players we were looking to move at all, and a couple of them could have played very real roles on our 2015 club. But at the end of the day, we felt this was a premium starter who fit, not just in terms of how he fit in our rotation, but how he fit in our clubhouse. Who, after speaking to him, is very enthusiastic to be a member of the White Sox organization, and hopefully can become a mainstay over the coming years.
The way that he's improved the numbers, especially the strikeout to walk ratio, how impressive was that to you?
It's been real impressive. I mean, he's made this transition from being a part-time baseball player to a reliever to a starter over the last several years, and I think we've seen him become an elite starter over the last 18 months or so as he's refined his craft. We think he's going to be able to maintain this level for the foreseeable future, if not possibly improve upon it.
So Hahn acquires Jeff Samardzija, who goes back to Chicago, but this time on the south side. He joins Chris Sale, Quintana. They've got some really nice pieces, Tyler, in that starting rotation. Is this a sign that with all the moves they've made, they're saying, we think the Central's wide open for the taking?
Yes, and the Central is a competitive division. I mean, let's not forget the Tigers have owned that division for 4 years. Kansas City is the American League champions, and Cleveland was the wild card 2 years ago and also looks pretty good and just made the move for Brandon Moss. But I think the White Sox see an opportunity here to get back in the mix. It's been 10 years since they won the World Series, and this is a team that even when they aren't so good, they make subtle moves to try to get better. Nobody knew how good Jose Abreu was going to be last year. $68 million turned out to be a really inspired investment there. And I talked to several White Sox people sort of off air and away from the group, and one of the things they emphasize is that they were not really thrilled with some of the decisions they had to make the last couple of years on character guys.